Well, I'm going to talk about another indicator. I mean, we've talked about before about RSI, and now I'm going to talk about OBV, which is on balance volume. And it's an indicator that's based on volume, and the way it's a cumulative indicator. So as the volume changes from day to day, depending on the closing price of what's going on the current day versus the prior day, that volume is either added or subtracted. And from a continuous uh, amount that you're constantly, again, either adding to or subtracting from. So there is no specific time period for it. It's not based on 14 days or a month or greater. You can do some averaging instead of actually doing it on a daily basis. I mean, now those are thing variations of how you can actually set up the OBV. That's a little becomes a little different. And just like the some of the other indicator and some of the other indicators that I'm going to talk about, it's really not meant to be used on its own. It's really meant to be used with other indicators and even some fundamental analysis, depending on what you're trying to do. So that you can actually see or get some confirmation, basically, from different indicators of where you think price may be going. And again, it's based obviously if the volume increases are going on a daily basis, that's a very good indicator. And I mean, and especially if price is also moving up. But you can also see the reversal of that, where volumes are going up, but prices are going down, and that's not a very good direction, obviously. Um, but again, in using it with other indicators, it's really, really great to see what things may happen short term. Again, indicators are really good for the short term. And when I say short term, when you're looking at it a day to a few days to a weeks, maybe a month, but not long term. If you're focusing on long term analysis, then you have to focus on actually looking at the fundamentals of the company, specifically around the operation and all of the financing and operational metrics that come along with that. That's what you should be focused on. Again, if you're looking at it long term. And what I'm going to do is do a very quick, basically, this is how it's calculated, as I mentioned before. If today's close is actually greater than yesterday's close, then you add the volume. If today's close is less than yesterday's close, then you subtract from the volume. And if it's the same, if the price of today, the closing of today's price is the same as yesterday's, then there's no change. And if you're starting this from a specific point in time, and that specific point in time will be zero. And and again, I mean, as I've already kind of explained this, I mean, you're looking for a confirmation. You're looking for price movement to be working side by side with volume movements. And if you see divergence, actually, if you see pricing moving up, yet volumes going down, that's not a great sign. And it may mean that there's going to be a reversal. At some point in the future, prices may start going down. And again, it's not totally, deterministic. I mean, these are trends, specific trends that might be happening in the price movement. There are many other things that could be happening also. So again, this is not deterministic. It's to give you an indication, a very basic indication. And again, it needs to be used in conjunction with other technical indicators. And I will just end this session by just showing us a very specific example. Okay, so day one price is 100, volume is 5,000, so the OBV is zero. So starting from day one, right? So that's our starting point. Day two price is 102, volume is 4,000. So the closing price is greater than day one's closing price. And so you add 4,000 to zero, and now you have the OBV is 4,000. Day three price is 101, volume is 3,000. Obviously, the closing price of day three is less than the closing price of day two. And so you subtract the 3,000 from the 4,000. So the OBV now is 1,000. And then day four price is 103, volume is 6,000. Obviously, day four's price is greater than the closing price is greater than day three's closing price by $2. And so you add the 6,000 to the 1,000, and now you have an OBV of 7,000. And again, I'm just going to end this by saying, and it's a great indicator. I do like it. I use it in conjunction with many other indicators, especially if I'm looking at very short horizons, time horizons. But if I'm doing any long-term analysis, then I'm really sticking more to the fundamental analysis part of it. All right. Thank you.